appreciate that. Bonjour, Bouni, Ni hao, Assalamu alaikum, Ting Chao. If I forgot in your language, I apologize. Welcome to, yeah, I said it. And today I am coming to you guys on a different level. I know everybody is talking about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Well, I would like to talk about why I think that happened, meaning what's going on with the planet. So, you think you've seen that? You haven't seen nothing yet. But grab your drink, grab whatever you need to make yourself comfortable in the environment you're in, and meet me back here. All right? I am back. I am back. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, King Joe. Hi, how are you? Hope you had a great day today. I see you just got off. Where's Nurk? Yeah, just got off work. That's what I'm talking about. You know? So, okay. So I've been doing research all day. Okay. I've been on certain channels in the comment sections and things like that. And I learned some things, I shared some things, but to actually go a further step and do my diligence, that's what I did. So that's why I kept changing the time, because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to just do half, because I put definitions in it too, because I realized that we have to start looking these words up, because what we think that word means actually don't mean that. And I thought about it one day. Me and my mother got in an argument because my mother studied the dictionary. For those of you who don't know, I was raised by a woman who couldn't read, and she was mental health and an alcoholic. Okay, clock it out. So she's no longer illiterate. She studied the dictionary and she really know what these words mean. So one day I was saying a word and she called herself trying to correct me, and it just got real ugly. And I'm like, oh my God, like, and instead of me respecting her research and what she said, because just because the person your mother don't mean they always right, you know. And all I thought about was, oh, my mom wasn't never smart, So you got to be careful how you judge people, because when you dealing with people, people grow, and you have to realize that whether you want to believe it or not, people grow. Some of them don't, you know, but for the most part, most people do grow and they learn from them experiences. Let me get my cocoa butter oil. Yo, my lips is so dry. I've been reading this stuff. I've been on it for y'all. I've been working for y'all today. I'm telling you, I've been working. Okay, so about um Chris Rock and uh Will Smith. Honestly, I don't know what to think. I didn't really look too much into it. What I looked into was the agenda. All I can see is an agenda. I don't see anything else but an agenda. So say for instance, say if they were uh, in this real situation, then that explains and contradict what I'm about to the research I did. And if it's staged, then they know the information that we're looking up as far as the platforms I be on. And these are like people with a lot of followers. Like, I'm not talking about no 10,000 followers or nothing like that. I'm talking about real followers. Am I correct, King Joe? Because we follow one of the same person. And that situation is, or could be, if it's fake, a skit of what's to come. Because what Will did, and the high rank that he's in, as far as entertainment, it's about to go down. And when I say that, let me get this off here. What is this? Okay, let me take that off. Okay. All right. So, if those of you who don't know, the sun is on his way to this planet. There's nothing anybody can do about it. They're trying to do something about it, but there's nothing that they can do about it. So, while the sun is on its way, it's releasing CMEs, sun flares, and this causes cancer for certain people, especially them. So I gotta put my little big bad wolf glasses on, y'all, so don't laugh at me, okay? Oh, you putting the card up? Oh, all right. So let me share my screen. I've been doing some research, y'all. I don't like to be sounding like no fool. You know, as Leos don't take well to embarrassment. We don't play around like that. We gonna act out real quick. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Okay, so let me go on my phone. Oh damn, this battery low. Why on myself? How do I don't understand. How do we as people have cell phones? Well, as far as me, you have two cell phones and they both never charged up. Like, and it's not like I sit on the phone with anyone. Like, I literally don't. But I will one day though. One day, maybe in 2 years. I give myself 2 years to be in a relationship. Well, not a relationship, but to start dating. 2 years. I'll be 50. So yeah, that might be a whole YouTube channel for that. We dating different guys. Okay, so sorry, my voice. Well, I'm not sorry. Like, if you've been following me, you already know I got shot in my neck, so it's just gonna do that. All right, so let me go on here and make sure I can see my screen before I start showing you guys stuff. I want to see too. I want this embedded in my mind. Okay. I don't follow myself on my other account, but I need to because it's so hard to find me on YouTube when they censoring me. Oh, now see, when they not censoring me, I come right up. When they censoring me, I don't come up. Okay, so bam. Oh, let me like my own video because I do love me. Okay. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe for those of you who's going to be coming in late. Okay, so bam. All right, so I felt kind of bad for what made me feel like it was real was when Will Smith walked away and Chris Brown, I mean, sorry. What's his name? Chris Rock. I'm not a Chris Rock fan. I'm being honest here. Okay. I'm just not. But yeah, but I forgot what I was going to say. But Chris Rock had this look on his face like, I don't believe this motherfucker did this shit. Like, it ain't even that deep. Like, and we got to understand, we don't know what these two or three or whoever other parties had been through. We don't know they could have been having some beef, you know. But I feel like it all has something to do with an agenda. And they done tried the COVID, it didn't work. They trying this wannabe war with this actor president or whoever this duty is. Then you have it where now they're trying to uh use uh Will Smith, 9/11, use Will Smith and Chris Rock. So the agenda is, I feel like, is they're trying to hide what's going on in space. Like, yo, oh my God, I should have I think I have it on here, but I don't want y'all all up in my stuff, so I'll look for it and then talk to y'all and do it like that. I don't want y'all all up in my notes because I got files on people, personalities, all of that. Because like I said, I study demons. I'm not scared of y'all. But yeah, the Most High is good. Yup. But let me show you guys why I think it has something to do with the universe. All right, wait a minute, let me go up on here. All I'm gonna say is I give it to Chris Rock. Shout outs to Chris Rock. Cause on everything I love, I would have smacked the fuck out of him with that microphone. I swear for God. And then on top of that, he smacked him and while his mouth wasn't bleeding. Like, so you gotta look at all that too. It was, and I was looking right in Chris Rock mouth to see if he was bleeding or anything like that. And he wasn't. But I don't know how to really do the slideshow, y'all, but I'm gonna do it. And I hate reading. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, but I don't like it. But that's probably because I knew it was all lies. But now that we learning truth, but these words be spells. I'm telling you, because some of these words that I have wrote down on my paper, I'm like, dang, it shouldn't even be pronounced like that if it's spelt like that. Like, let's be real here. But see, people like me, we know how the world's supposed to be, how people supposed to be really acting. So let me show you guys. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Can I make? Oh, I can't make the screen bigger. I hate this. Oh, that's not good. What's going on here? Uh, can you guys see this? Can Maybe I have to take myself off the screen because I need you guys to see this. Like, really see this. Begin from using timer. Let's not use a timer. How about that? Let me see if okay, that's better. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Oh no, not that. All righty. Okay. So the reason why people are acting out, I believe, is due to the CMEs that are being released from the sun. What do you think, chosen one? Tell me in the comment section. What do you think? Because this sounded a little fishy. Let's get them. I should have played a little music, right? But that's all right. We don't need no music because we don't, somebody asked me about my feather when I use it for avatar. And that feather, you Native American, is wartime. That feather up, time to fight, you know? Let's get it in. So, right here I have, by altering the activity of this gland. Geomagnetic storms causes imbalances and disruptions of this what is this called, circadian rhythm. Okay, the circadian rhythm of the melanin production, a factor that plays an important role in mood disturbance. Okay, mood disturbance. Wasn't that what happened at this Oscar thingy thing? Because I don't get into all that. I didn't watch it. I just happened to, go online to research, and then I'm seeing it all over the internet. I'm like, well, wait a minute, because I don't really watch the news like that. I just been checking on the wall, make sure we straight. A variety of behavioral changes and moods disorders have been strongly linked to abnormal melanin patterns. So I didn't have a chance to look that up. I will admit that, you guys, but I didn't want to have you guys waiting any longer. So what I am going to do is I'm going to see what I say it was, abnormal. Oh, no, it's gonna come up. Okay, so abnormal. What was it again? Oh God, I hate when I do that. What was it? Abnormal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. At the bottom here. Oh, abnormal melatonin pattern. Okay. Oh shit. I always do that. Oh, patterns. I'm fucking up. Sorry. Patterns. Okay. Is that what it is? Let me look it up on a video. I'd rather play it on a video. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Copy. Let's go on YouTube and see what they say first. And if I don't like it and I feel like it's not accurate, then I go to the reading. All right, let's see what that is. I like short videos. Health experts warn the risk of taking melatonin. What? Health experts warn of risk with taking melatonin. Excuse me. I don't mean to be. You know what? I have never. We gonna play this video. Oh no, we gonna play this. This gonna be a long video. This gonna be a part 1 and 2. For real, I'm gonna set my alarm clock and I'm gonna do part 1 and 2 because some people don't want to, watch for a long time. They won't watch the video. Hold up. Did they just say I gotta play this video? The only ones that need melatonin is crackers. You know, who's taking melatonin? That's what they get for turning around. They kidnap our children, they kidnap the women, and they kill the men, and they steal our organs, and they dry them and grind them. They dry them out, and then they grind them up, making computers, which we are the technology. Oh yes, I'm gonna do a video on that, and I'm gonna show the receipts. You know, uh, let's play this. I want to see what these crackers saying. Because who's taking melatonin? The only ones taking melatonin is the white people. I mean, the crackers, the aliens. Just in case you don't know that means white people. I don't like saying white on my channel, okay? White means two V's together makes a W. HITE means height. And I'm going to do a video just for that. Yes. But let's play this video. Sorry to go off course, but that's just what I'm about anyway, right? So we're going to go with the spirit here.
I have lost 25 pounds with Noom.
I've lost
97
pounds
while
with
y'all
Noom.
while the commercial
I've
playing.
lost 25 pounds on Noom.
I lost 17 pounds with Noom.
Many people who have trouble sleeping use melatonin as a safer alternative to sleeping pills, but it does have risks of its own. Consumer reporter Ross McLaughlin explains.
I usually get about 6 hours of sleep a night.
4 to 5 hours.
5 hours. A Consumer Reports survey finds 80% of adults struggle with sleep at least once a week, and everyone has their own way of dealing with it.
I usually just lay there. I toss and turn. Sometimes I get up and start cleaning up my house.
When I have trouble sleeping, I try to take melatonin.
Melatonin is a sleep hormone that is naturally produced by the body, and it's also available as a popular supplement. Studies do show it can be helpful, but only for some people under some conditions.
If you're jet lagged, if you
Some people under some conditions. Are you fucking serious? Some people is the Polanians, the crackers. It's not us. And that black lady, well, that carbon beam female, I don't think she knew what that darn. She just wanted to be on TV because she don't even know what the fuck she was talking about. I don't think she knew. It's no way. But let's keep on watching, right? Because the video is only like 4 minutes. So let's take time out to learn so that we can be straight, right? Right.
you have to work a night shift, or if you're getting older. For people who are 70 or older, your body might not produce enough melatonin on its own.
Still, there are lots of other people using melatonin, but is it safe?
You should never take a dose of melatonin that's more than 10 milligrams, and you should actually consider starting, if you want to try melatonin, at only about 0.2 to 0.5 milligrams.
Taking more than what your body produces can cause you to be sleepy or mentally or physically slow the next day. Since melatonin is not
Oh, this is definitely another video. I'm definitely doing another video. First of all, I think it's like 150,000 for a gram of melatonin. Yeah. Don't forget about that little young boy that they found in that school with his body stuffed with paper because all his organs were gone. Let's keep on watching.
not regulated by the same rules as prescription and over-the-counter drugs, look for labels from consumerlab.com, NSF International, USP, or UL. They provide some peace of mind that a product contains what's on the label. Also, check with your doctor before starting melatonin. It can interact with blood pressure and diabetes drugs. And be aware of possible side effects.
After taking melatonin, some people report dizziness or nausea, or they say they're drowsy the next day.
And it's best not to drive when using it. Ross McLaughlin, CTV News, Vancouver.
These people are getting sick, taking our DNA. Like, these people are sick, yo. They're sick. And it's funny because the elite feed it to the ones we created. Yeah. So that's crazy. But let's keep on moving along here. Okay, we did that one already. Well, let me mark this because it goes back. So I don't want to get confused because I am a very unstable person. I got a good heart and all of that, but I can't stay focused long. I just be all over the place. Okay, so that is basically no, what we supposed to be looking up? Abnormal melatonin patterns. Ooh, I forgot what I was looking up because of that. Sorry, so let's go here. Melatonin, anti-aging benefits. And so wait a minute, hold up. So these motherfuckers is taking this shit thinking that they not gonna get old fast.
Well, hey guys,
But
I'm a board certified dermatologist.
In that case, then that means a lot of Spanish people taking this shit on the low, because we all know that the Spanish people age faster than anybody. No disrespect to the Spanish culture and all of that, because you know, I love my Spanish men, my Spanish people, period. You know, you want loyalty, holla at them. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I can just relate to them. Jamaicans, I'm not really, I have a hard time with them and the Africans, you know. Um, but the people I be around that were Jamaican and African, they were like shady, you know. And I was reading them asses, and they wasn't, you know, they quick to try to make you think you're crazy. Okay, no disrespect, you know. I'm just saying it is what it is. All right, so yeah, I said it. Okay, so let's see what this hitting for. All right, is a disorder characterized by multiple congenital anomalies. The hell is that? Let's see what that is. You know what? I be doing too much, but I'm just saying, like for real, what is it? Oh, congenital anomalies. What is this? Why it's not letting me? Huh? That is not letting me. Let me see. Hold up, let me use my phone. Not this one. That would be. That's what. You gotta, you know, when you got two phones and one of them work better than the other. Like one phone working against you, the other one, the other one not. Let me see. Congenital. Hold on. Anomal. This is crazy. Oh, I see. What is that? Oh, they made it one word. It's not one word. I'm like, what is that? Congenital anomalies. Let me see what that means. I'm looking like, no, I need that to pronounce that. But let's look this up on YouTube. This is what I be doing, y'all. I'm sorry. I just want to. Okay, so y'all get to witness how I be moving a little bit, because a lot of people. I don't know why I do always do that. I click on it and then I go like that. What I say it was? It was anal. Okay, what is this? Let's see what this is. And no long video. We need it to be very short. Dang, it's 6 minutes. I don't want to watch it for 6 minutes. I just want to introduction. Let's see what this is. I just want to really hear how they pronounce
People with
it.
ADHD save 10 hours studying
Oh
with
my
a screen
God.
extension.
So what they trying to
But
say?
no,
I'm
by all means,
AADD.
go ahead, skip the ad, save a...
Welcome to my congenital abnormality video. This tutorial was actually requested by my last class of medical students, and it's designed to introduce and hopefully clarify some confusing terms we use when we talk about
that
different
wasn't what they
classes or
spelled.
types of
Oh, so they
congenital
must have spelled it
abnormalities.
wrong.
I'm Dr. Catherine Moore, the histology wizard. So let's start with a malformation. The green circle here represents a primordium, which will grow into a structure, a tissue or an organ, that is represented by this white arrow. So a malformation, then, is an intrinsic defect. It's considered to be a production defect since something happens to alter the developmental process. So this could be a failure of embryonic formation, of proliferation, or differentiation. And it usually happens early in development, most commonly in weeks 3 to 8. And the end result is an abnormal structure that results from errors in formation. So one example of a malformation is the failure of the neural tube to close, and this can result in a myelomeningeal seal, which is a common neural tube defect. Next up, we have deformation. Here we see a normal primordium, and the structure seems to be forming pretty normally. But there is now some kind of extrinsic defect that usually happens later in fetal life, generally speaking after organogenesis, where some kind of biomechanical force is going to alter the structure or the position of the organ or structure. So the end result then is an alteration in shape or position of that normal structure. One example of a deformation is intrauterine force that results in alteration of the normal foot structure, resulting in clubfoot or the flattening of the face that we see in Potter sequence, where there is too little amniotic fluid. Disruptions also have a normal primordium and a normal growth process, or at least they have normal developmental potential. So again, we have an extrinsic event or defect. And this event or agent is going to interfere with normal development, and the growth process then becomes disrupted or discontinued. And there can actually be breakdown of the tissue. This is a perturbation of normal development, and there is actual destruction of existing tissue. Now, a deformation can then lead to a secondary malformation, or it could be the start of a sequence, which I'll describe shortly. And really, the consequences depend upon the timing of the disruptive event. So one example here would be a constriction of a developing limb that disrupts the growth, breaks down the tissue, and leads to a missing part of the limb. Finally, we have dysplasia. Dysplasia is an intrinsic defect. It can be abnormal organization of cells or tissues or function. And dysplasia can actually happen prenatally or postnatally, and essentially results in an abnormal model of the structure. Now, unlike the first three examples, dysplasia doesn't have to happen during a specific interval of development, and the clinical impacts can often get worse as the tissue continues to grow or functions. So here I'm showing a young boy with a skeletal dysplasia called achondroplasia, and here the dysplastic problem is with the cartilage.
That's not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm going to do a video on that. How about that? Let's just stay focused on, because that started looking like something I'm learning the science stuff, so I'm like, wait a minute, this don't make sense to what I'm saying. So the abnormal, I'm gonna do a video on that. Wait a minute, abnormal, yeah, because it takes me a little minute. The way I'm a little weird the way I do my research, so I'm going to continue. Okay, so this way. 3 now. All right, so let me go back. Circadian. That word kind of stood out to me. And honestly, I didn't understand what it was. Circadian rhythm. And I'm like, what? Like, like that made me want to go further into that word. So this is what I researched off of. Shout outs to Google search. A circadian rhythm or circadian circle is a natural eternal process that regulates the sleep, wake cycle, wake cycle, and repeats roughly every 24 hours. It can refer to any process that originates within an organism and responds to the environment. Now, let me make sure that my mic isn't off. Okay. So, I'm playing around with the little camera. Sorry, you got to do that a lot when you gotta do that when you a researcher. Step back, do something funny. Can Geometric syndrome affect mood. Psychological effects of CMEs, coronal mass ejections, are typically short-lived and include headaches and palpitation. And I was like, what is that? So I looked that up and we're going to see what that is. Mood swings and feeling generally unwell. Now, this is stuff from the sun, you guys, from the CMEs. So maybe this is why, Will Smith acted out. Well, one of the reasons, and when I say that meaning we all know, okay, that the Bible says that book that they manipulated us with and what is really real. We've heard in there that, even on the spiritual realm, the spiritual lifestyle is like, oh yeah, well, you got to be light as a feather, you got to get your chakras balanced and all of that, and then you have your religion, and it's like, oh yeah, well, the Bible, like, you got to do good versus sinning, so I said, wow. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Ancestors, they want me to go no further on that information, figure it out, or maybe it's meant for me to do your own research, I don't know, or maybe it's just meant for me to bring it up again with something else more relevant, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. So we have palpitation. I've never heard the word before, so yeah. Okay, so a noticeably rapid, strong, or irregular heartbeat due to agitation and exhortation or illnesses. The stimulants gave me palpitation. So I had to look that word up, exhortation. I looked that up, and this is what they said it is: physical or mental effort. She was painting with the exhortation, the application of a force, influence, or quality. Damn. The application of a force, influence, a quality. So, an agitation, a state of anxiety or nervous excitement. And then it has down here, wait a minute, sorry. The action of briskly staring or disturbing, oh Lord, disturbing, I mean, destructing something, especially a liquid. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I gotta look up. Look further, closer, and I be drinking. Okay. And can geomagnetic storms cause insomnia? Okay, they're talking about melatonin. Okay, so you have a chemical imbalancement here because sometimes when you take certain things, it gives you a side effect, and maybe they're having a side effect from this. There is a belief that storms of this nature can cause headaches, dizziness, and sleeplessness, although there doesn't appear to be any scientific correlation. Okay, so what you mean? That don't even, this shit sound crazy, yo. And I'm not trying to condone dumbness, but sometimes when these intellectual people talk, and I'm not trying to, I don't even want to hear it. Like, because sometimes they don't be making no sense. Like, they contradict themselves, all kinds of stuff. But this sounds a little crazy to me. As far as other stuff I've been looking up and stuff like that. So sorry, y'all. But let me move along. Well, I was just thinking, like, maybe that's why, you know, them acting like that is they figure, oh yeah, it'll help them go along with the program. You know, if celebrities doing it, then it's okay for us to embrace it. And then once you embrace it, you know, you're letting in these entities. And I'm telling you, it's just a lot going on with the body. With, you know, if you put us under a certain type of uh, light or something like that that wouldn't harm us, you would see like all kinds of stuff going on with our bodies, but you can't see it. All you see is nothing. You see skin. You know, you don't see the radiation. You don't see the auras. You're not seeing anything. We not seeing anything, because I don't see it either. Okay, I'm just learning how to look at my own aura. You know, and I want to do that because I want to learn how to see other people's auras. And I only seen one aura in my life, or other than outside of myself, and that was a pastor at a Pentecostal church that I attended, where I received this what they call the Holy Spirit. Okay, so yes, I speak in tongues. I don't know what the hell I be saying. I'm realizing that my tongue is Spanish, but I feel like I have a tongue where it speaks more than one, because sometimes I be feeling like Italian a little bit, you know. So, and even when I love saying, I don't drink coffee, but I like saying coffee. I don't like saying coffee. It just don't sound right to me. Coffee. You know, they like, yo, where you from? York? So I'm like, nah, I'm not from there, yo. And it kind of offend me a little bit, because people from Philly be like, where you from, New York? And I'm like, hell no. You know, I be feeling offended for real. Like, get with it. But then I feel kind of good, because that confirms that I am a trendsetter, which I am. Okay. I kept saying and keep saying on every so many videos, you know, I'm gonna come out with a video um, about the trends that I came out with that you motherfuckers and fatherfuckers are wearing to this day. So, yeah. Okay. And moving the hand is one of them. And that hair color is another. Okay. But anywho, let's move along. When I'm not feeling well, sometimes I can be very hard. Wait a minute, it could be very hard. I kept reading that like that when I was and I know what the word means, but I kept saying, I don't know why the ancestors keep, it's like a spirit trying to tell me something, but I'm gonna read it again. When I'm not feeling well, sometimes it can be very hard to get sleep, let alone decent sleep. So, is it hard for you to sleep when you're not feeling well? Comment below. I think I spelled that wrong. Did I spell that wrong? Oh, Lord. I'm the queen of that, okay? I'm the queen of spelling shit wrong. So, I'm in denial, my eyesight going, y'all. Like, and even before that, I taught myself. Nobody taught me anything. Well, I'm lying. When it come to like learning and stuff like that, you know, I receive the information. Sometimes I decline it. So it's just, I had to really teach myself, because I couldn't read either, y'all. For real. I didn't care about it. Growing up, I knew it was a lie. It was just bullshit. It was just a lot of stuff, but nobody really can relate to me, you know. And I'm kind of happy that everybody, you know, blossoming and coming out like for real, because I don't feel as weird. But then within the circle, now I don't even have a circle, but within the, you know, what could we say for that? You know, when it's an interest, you know, because I have a spiritual interest like others, and within that, I still feel odd. So again, what the fuck is going on with me? You know, so but then I am special, and I know I'm very special. You know, I don't need nobody to tell me that. You know, and unless you believe, the more and better I'll stay alive, longer I'll live. So shit. Yeah. that part. So, okay, so moving along, can solar flares affect the brain? Can it affect the brain? Okay. Studies on the influence of geomagnetic storms on the human brain functional state of healthy adult women patients. Okay, permanent group. I didn't, that stood out to me because I just didn't get that. So anybody know about science and things like that, or solar flares, help me with that, please. Okay, it might be maybe in 5 years, but please comment about it, okay? In states of relaxation, photostimulation and hyperventilation have revealed a negative influence or severe geomagnetic storm on functional state of the human brain. Like, all I know is when I'm out, like my pineal gland be going. I never used to feel that, yo. Like never. And it's like once I became spiritual and started seeking, I wouldn't even say spiritual. Because even after I got shot, you know, I I just thought I was an alien. I didn't think that I was human. But I'm like, shit, like I bleed like them, like so I must be human. And then what scares me and what been bothering me lately, sorry, for the last week is I had a neighbor um where I previously lived in Germantown in Philadelphia. And I was talking to her, and this when I was sanctified, y'all. I wasn't cursing, I wasn't smoking weed, I wasn't drinking. I was a virtuous individual, you know, and I was proud of myself. So I'm back on that being innocent kind of role, but I'm not in church. I'm more spiritual. So this is a different kind of like, but no matter what I do, whether it's dark or whatever, I always manifest. So that's a good thing. But anywho, so I had oh God, I forgot what I was saying. I do that so much. What was I saying? I know I was saying something about that church. Oh, but back to the aura. That pastor, she was the only aura that I seen, and hers was gold. It was like a round ball. So that was previous when I had forgot what I said. Now I gotta remember what I was trying to say before that though. But it'll come back to me. But yeah, a gold ball was over her head. So that shows that I do have the ability to read auras. I just didn't tap in. But like, oh yeah, I know I remember I was saying something about feeling like an alien. I just didn't feel human. But I knew that I was human. Oh, the neighbor, right. So this how you know a motherfucker don't be lying. Oh, sorry. But yeah, so I was talking to her one day, and she was like, you got contacts in your eyes? And I was like, no, why you say that? You know, I'm looking at her like, no. Like, and she was like, yeah, because your eyes just turn colors. And I'm like, what you mean they turn colors? She said they got light. I said, wow. So whatever, I don't know. That was an entity, y'all. And it turned my eyeball. So when y'all see these celebrities that's, you know, having an eye changing and all of that, I'm starting to feel like I'm, you know, I'm not saying look, I look, all I'm saying is I didn't feel human. But I am human. Let me be quiet if I keep making myself sound crazy to a whole bunch of people who just don't experience what I experience. But okay. So moving along, y'all. How do magnetic storms affect power grids? Okay. So, they're trying to force inflation. Um, I wouldn't say allegedly because Biden did get on the news from what I heard, and I've seen it. When I say I heard it before I seen it. You know, so excuse me. So after hearing it, I seen it, and he said it. So I've been telling everybody, and nobody on Facebook was liking my stuff. It got to the point where I don't even get on Facebook like that. I get on there to say, "Oh, I'm just dropping by, drop some gems," and that's it. And I roll out. I don't even be on there every day. Like I've been getting on there like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, something like that. Like it's not even really. So start deprogramming yourself now because we're not. when they do the inflation after so much food is gone, then that's when the you know they're going to shut down their systems. They're not going to try to fight nature. So they're going to allow nature to do what it do to help their agenda though. Oh my God, that's what I got out of that. And they could be making it happen. But I got what I said at first. So, when that happens, then the machines go down. And now you're fighting because you need to feed your family. And all your money is in the bank. And you can't use your card. Or you don't have no money. All you have is this EBT card, and you know it's for sure because the government got your back, right? The government got your back, right? Right. Okay. So now you're going off, you're rumbling because you know it's really real. And what the ancestors in the universe showed me today was a lot of you people not doing nothing right yet. Y'all just took what he said and y'all just brushed it off because when you walk into the market, you still seeing stuff on the shelf. Well, the ancestors showed me a vision where it's going to get to the point where they're not going to be restocking anything. So by them not restocking anything, you're going to start seeing more emptiness. Then that's when you're going to get your rude awakening. And by the time you get that rude awakening, show is over. Lights out. It's too late. So now you got to sit there and freeload off of people who, then told you and warned you. And it could be those that didn't warn you, and you just know that you can get something from them. But after that, people gonna be breaking in stores. Once there's no more stores to break into, where do you think they're gonna break into? Your home. Your motherfucking home. Okay? So, moving along, it has been suggested that a geomagnetic storm on a scale of the solar storm of 1859 today would cause billions or even trillions of dollars of damage to satellites. First of all, that shouldn't be costing nothing. That shit should be free. But okay, whatever. But power grids and radio communications are also going to be part of that. Radios too. Satellites have a lot to do with all of that. Machines. That means gas pumps won't be working. Okay. Won't be able to recharge that what I'm hearing, generator. Like I don't know anything about generators. But I would think you would have to plug it up or something, right? I don't know. I'll look that up later. And could cause electrical blackouts on a massive scale that might not be repairable for weeks, months, or even years, or even forever. That's what that num dots is. You never know. It's make it up yourself. Figure the rest out. Those who are stocking up. Okay, I had to put little notes in for me because my brain be all over the place, y'all. And if you've been following me, you already know that, right? Right. So those who are stocking up Please stop telling people, because soon people will begin looking for you. Remember, I was saying, once they start robbing the stores, they going to start running up in your motherfucking house. Is anyone else in your circle stocking other than you? That's what you need to ask yourself. If not, get away from them, far away from them. I know I would. Stop socializing with them now, but make sure you do it respectfully, so there's no animosity. Because, you know, people going to be going after their enemies first. People going to be going after their enemies first. You know, so you don't want to get on nobody's bad side, and you don't want to, you know, do that with, especially with a neighbor. So, yeah, stop communicating with them, but be nice about it. That's my, you know, but who am I? You know, I'm just entertainment, you know, and that's what I'm doing. I don't care if it's my mother knocking on that door. I'm not letting you in. I'm not doing none of that. Shit, where the fuck you been at? Right. So now, like, no, I'm not explaining myself. I'm not doing none of that because you don't know anything. So by you not knowing anything about what's going on, how could you contribute? How are you contributing? What, far as protection? That's about it? Nah. Because then I got to sit there and worry about you stealing a little bit of stuff I had. You know, just because you had protection. Oh, I got protection. So now you're going to, no. I'm gonna lock that protection down too. My cousin and them think I'm crazy. They don't think I'm crazy. It's just they don't think I don't know what they think. But I feel like it's not good what they think how I think. Anyway, how does solar flares affect humans? Let me tell you how. What impact do solar flares have on human activities? I don't know what made me say it like that, y'all. That's so funny. But solar flares produce high energy particles and radiation that are dangerous to the living organism. However, at the surface of the earth, we are well protected from the effects of the solar flares and other solar activities by the earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. That's a lie. Like, I don't agree with that, because don't that solar flares affect the Polynesians? Because now they want to make it like we can't talk about race or nothing. That's how you know it's about to go down. And when it's about to go down, that means we're going to have to fight. And the moment that we fight is the moment that we're going to manifest what we need to manifest, that they've been so scared of. So y'all crackers out there, y'all might want to slow your roll. Don't ever think it can't happen to you. It happens on the fucking movies y'all put it in, indirectly talking to us. Yeah, right. But see, you know you're going to lose, but you don't care because your DNA is suicidal and murder. That's what you do. Raping and all of that. That's what y'all do. Yeah, I said it. Now, when they say we are well protected from the effects, who are they speaking about? I mean, are they speaking about everyone or just the chosen ones? Comment below. I need to know. I really need to know this. I'm confused. I really am. Because they still to this day trying to make everything seem like it's all them. Everything is them. It's them. It's them. Nothing is you. Nothing. Nothing positive. Y'all negative energy is what keeps the earth going. Thank you. That's about it. That should contribute. Okay? Because we already know that the women were designed, we designed them just to be, you know, laying on their back. Like they betray us to be. So it's a role trade right now. You know, just like the sun flips, they flipped it. Everything that they are, they made us become and becoming. And what we are is which they study, because we all know they study and research very well. and they hide very well. Yeah, right. Anyway, moving along. Okay. How fast does the sun rotate? 1.241 miles. I don't know what the S is. Somebody please tell me. Yeah, I looked at it as sun. And then rotation speed. That sun go fast. Boy. If for some of you who are feeling nauseous, it's probably because of the rotation and the shifting. Because I be feeling nauseous from time to time. But then I can also feel when people doing magic on me too. So yeah. Okay, so by altering the activity of the gland, everything has a gland. Geomagnetic storms cause imbalances, and didn't I read this already? Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. How will the solar storm? Did I read this too? Oh no, affect us. In addition to potential consequences more noticeable to everyday life. NOAA. I don't know what that is. What is NOAA? Anybody know what that is? I am going to try to find some time to look it up, but I doubt if I do unless I see it keep surfacing. But yeah, noted that spacecraft may be affected by phenomenal, like, excuse me, I've been delivered from something because I didn't eat anything. Ooh, been delivered. Thank you. So whatever that magic is somebody did to me on this channel, because every time I want to feel like I want to go live, I get sick. So I'm fighting through that. You're lost. Strengthen up your potion. And when you do that, it might backfire on you. But anyway, and the storm might interfere with high frequency radio signals at high latitudes, which could affect long distance airplane flights. Now, this is not the first time I've ran across this information, and I've also heard people, oh my legs, I'm sitting on them, talking about it, and yo, like I'm scared to fly. I always been scared to fly. I can count on one hand how many times I've been flew. Yeah, I think I flew 5 times actually. The first time, my birthday, like in 2006 or 5, and then 2015, 2017. I think I flew like 3, 4 times. That's it in my life. So I'm not big on that, but I recommend carrying a parachute when taking a flight. It will be a day when the plane won't be able to land. They're not going to be able to land. So if I was a pilot, I would get whatever technology that's more natural that would tell you north, east, south, west, all of that. And maybe you need to, in these states that you go to, you're already getting to know people because I met a lot of pilots. So I know, y'all get to know people in the states that y'all in. So had those people put certain things on their homes because you're going to be taking those routes, right? So yeah, I would set something down that you can see up high that can help you. So I hope that information was helpful, but I mean, what else? But you're going to be stuck up there. What happens every 11 years on the sun? Is this, because I was wondering, like, is this a everyday, not an everyday thing, but is this something normal? Like, is this like a cycle that, I'm sorry, I'm holding this teddy bear like y'all are not even here. I'm sorry. But, I was just wondering, like, is this an ongoing thing? Do it happen every so often? Like, You know, I was just wondering that just now, but it came up with the information I was looking for. But okay, so moving along. About every 11 years, the sun magnetic field does a flip. In other words, the North Pole becomes the South Pole and vice versa. And I never knew that. How amazing is that? This flip is one aspect of the roughly 11-year activity cycle the sun experiences as its magnetic field evolves slowly over time. Okay, let me see if I can hear myself. Can you guys hear me? 'Cause they're messing with my internet. My internet is being tampered with. Excuse me. Gotta make sure I can be heard. But I'm thinking, is this why Will Smith is acting this way? I'm thinking, is this why Will Smith? Part of this has something to do with that, you know? And my thing is, I'm not understanding is it because Will Smith, I'm not trying to be smart. Is it because he's light skinned? Because he the one that seemed to be affected by this, which is he has less melatonin than Chris Rock. So the more melatonin you have, meaning the darker you are, the more calmer you are. If you're not, that's because you're eating things you should not be eating. And that lead is tearing your body up, which is your brain and your pineal gland, your body in general. So, yeah. Okay, let's move forth. When did the sun last flip? Because I was like, the sun flipping. Well, when the last time? And they have right here, you see the date they have, right? I even put 2022 up. So I got to do a little bit more digging to get more accuracy. But yeah, this is what I found. Okay, so moving forward. When did the magnetic poles flip in solar system 24? And I'm like, solar cycle 24. What is that? When did the magnetic poles flip in solar cycle 24? It's like a project. It sounds like a damn project to me. Both poles have now flipped. My question is that good that they both flipped? I don't think so. I don't think it don't sound like, because the North Pole changed its polarity from positive and negative, and the South Pole changed from negative to positive. Scientists believe the North Pole finished the change in June 2012, and the South Pole happened in July 2013. So my question about that was, hold on, let me go back. Is that when they were saying that would be the end of the world? And that was like from the Ethiopian Bible? Because from my understanding, I would love to do another video on the North Pole, because um, from the research I've been listening to, North Pole is on its way to, is moving and gravitating towards Russia, China. So one or both will be no more. So my conclusion is that why they are trying to take over Ukraine other than what they're saying? Or, because I believe in more than one thing happening. You can have one thing going on, but something else going on too. So it just adds fuel to the fire. Okay? So just because they're in the judicial system doesn't mean that they don't have things like that happening to them. Meaning in our life, things happen, and then more things happen on top of that, adding fuel. So what makes you think it's not going to be like that for them? They're not God. And if you think that they are and think that they're really superior and above God, then you need to reevaluate yourself. And you need to get it together real motherfucking quick. For real. Polarity. Okay, I had to look that up. I'm like, what do that mean? The property of having poles or being polar. And I'm like, what? And then a relative orientation of poles, the direction of a magnetic or electrical field. So that's what that is. No comment for that because I really don't comprehend that as much, but I'm learning. So eventually I will get it. What I don't get now, I will get later. Very interesting, chosen ones. Yeah, I had to say that because I had to say that. Very interesting. Okay, so I wonder if that has something to do with why the world ends in 2012. So that makes me think: Are we in 2012? Is this really 2022? Comment below. Do you think we are really in the year 2022, especially when time doesn't really matter? So if time really doesn't matter and is only created to accommodate us, then that clearly shows and states that the universe time isn't our time. That's a gem. I just educated myself. Ain't nothing like teaching yourself, right? When you can teach yourself, ooh, that's an amazing thing. Okay, what impact does solar flares have on humans? Let me tell you what solar flares have on humans, okay? Because I feel like an alien. I felt like an alien, but I no longer do. So I'm just confused now. But anyway, very high energy particles, such as those carried by CMEs, can cause radiation poisoning to humans and other mammals. Humans. I would think that that's what the Polynesians are. They're human beings because we're goddess and goddesses, and we're carbon beings. So if I'm carbon, how can I be human? So they're human, and I feel like that the mammals are the animals they created. I don't know. Comment below and tell me what you think, because I'm just saying. That's how I feel about that. Uh, and let me see. Let's go on. Let me read more. They would be dangerous to unshielded astronauts. They would be dangerous to unshielded astronauts. I don't get that. Say astronauts traveling to the moon. They never got there. They got to the moon for real. But you're buying melanin. Okay, sure you did. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Large doses could be fatal. So large doses of CMEs to them could be fatal. Which if you go on Khalid channel, I'm gonna put his information in the description box. If you have very sensitive feelings, you might not want to go over there. Wait a minute, my phone fell. Okay, you might not want to go over there. Tell her how it is. Your feelings get hurt fast, don't even go. Or if you go, just shut. Just it won't. Your feelings won't get hurt as much if you just be quiet and listen. Okay, but he knows. He's very knowledgeable about stuff like this, and so is Gina Marie Hill. And I recommend you guys go over there and be polite. Like going over there being ignorant, it's just. I mean, what are you getting out of that for real? You know, is that lady not gonna stop doing what she doing and have to do? She already said she got 4 years. I'm starting to think she's sick. You know, but then maybe her God or God told her, you know, because when you're being used for the Most High after your expiration date is up and your position has been fulfilled, lights out. In the end of the day, nobody gets off this planet alive. Enoch was the only one. I'm trying to do what Enoch did. For real. With no effort. Isn't that something? I'm so lazy. But yeah. So moving along. Still solar storms and their effects are no problem for us on Earth surface. Solar storms and their effects are no problem for us on Earth surface. How is it? How is that not? I don't understand. Somebody please help me understand. Please. Like for real. Because I don't know everything. And one thing about me, I learned that I learned that being embarrassed about not knowing something is for a fool. Because at the end of the day, my ancestors told me one day, they said, you know what? I'm tired of you feeling like that. Because I used to feel so dumb. And I was dumb. I wouldn't say I was dumb. I just didn't care about anything. All I wanted was my father back. That's all I wanted. I didn't give a damn about nothing. And whatever guy I was getting some dick from, that was it. I cared less about and my money. I cared less about nothing. And those who, it was crazy. It's crazy. How I was. Yeah, and that's all right. But I grew and I'm proud of myself. But I really wasn't worried about, learning or anything like that. But this is some crazy shit. What damage can solar flares cause? Okay. The ionization. Yo, I gotta write stuff where I can write it the way I feel like it should be spelled. And that helps me with the word. My mother used to always say, don't say it if you can't spell it, or excuse me, I gotta start off somewhere. If I don't know how to spell it, at least I know how to pronounce it. You gotta start somewhere. You just can't you're not going to just know the word sometimes. Everybody learn different, so that hindered that put a hindrance on my but God was doing something else with me, even with eating. If my family ever did an interview with anybody or anything like that, or talk to anybody, anything, they would let you know that I was forced to eat. You know how some people can't eat or don't eat. I was forced to eat because I was anorexic. I still am. Ever since I was a little girl, a little fucking girl. Once my mom introduced me to that table food, because my mother breastfed, okay? My mama titties go to her lap with no bra. Dead ass. Her titties is like two of my heads. Let me stop. That sound like I'm busting on my mom. Let me stop before she smacked me like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Yeah, but my mom titties is big as shit. Okay? And once she introduced me to that table food, that's when I started detaching from the universe. That's when the process begins for those who've been breastfed. Those who, been in the Similac, you've been just given that from the gate. And woe to you. But I feel like people that have been breastfed is more chosen and more spiritual. and they understand their gifts or learning their gifts. They're not trying to figure it out. But I could be wrong, because there's so many people in this world, and it's only one me, So all I can say is, if you can relate, comment below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. So no, let me stop. But yeah, let's say this word again. Ionization. And what it meant was, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I got a problem with pronouncing this. And the way my tongue is, and I talk so fast, you would think that I would be okay with certain words, but the way my tongue is, I sound like Martin. The way the something fixed is, I just can't. But the ionizing, ionizing, but I can say ionization. That's why I wrote it. I just couldn't, my tongue couldn't say it, y'all. I don't know why. Maybe it's the why. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold up. Matter of fact, And by the way, while I'm filling up my glass, I hope you guys are having a great, amazing day. I hope you guys are all right. I'm so proud of myself, yo. You just don't know. I'm just so proud of myself, and I'm loving my 74-year-old roommate. She is shot the fuck out. Real as hell, though. Well, real enough. But shout outs to my boo. I ain't gonna say her name because people be stalking me, yo. Yeah, but I could not fix my mouth to say that word, and it was so crazy. Let me say it again. Let me try to say it again. Ionizing. 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 That's the closest I can get. Am I right, y'all? Did I say it right? Ionizing. Ionizing. But ionization, it just like it went better with my tongue. So yeah, I gotta get my coconut oil. Sorry, y'all. I need to get some chapstick. They keep trying to make it cold. Let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you something. They tried that shit earlier. I said it's gonna snow. I got that alert. I said, oh no, these motherfuckers is tripping because it's not supposed to be snowing. It's not supposed to be snowing. So you know what I did? I'm not gonna show you. But I'm not gonna show you, but it's in my window. I said, oh yeah. So I took this powerful jar that I made on my birthday that the ancestors and the universe blessed me with. So I can just like trigger into this. I don't know what it like. I don't know how the limits on it. Like what I can manifest off of it, because I might have to do something else to manifest something else. But I don't know. All I did was a protection jar, and that shit did some other shit. I end up seeing with my own eyes frequencies moving in the hotel room that I was in Charlotte. So like, I don't know, but that shit fucking amazing. It's amazing, and I'm not gonna question the universe for showing me such an amazing thing, because I haven't heard one motherfucker or fatherfucker tell me or tell the world that they actually seen frequencies with their eyes. So, that's why I never had to do jealousy. I thank God for that. I was never jealous of nobody in my life. And I don't know nothing about it. I feel like a nerd a little bit, not knowing that. But I got a kind of like an idea, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. That could be another video. But which I should have said that on my one previous video, 2 previous videos ago. But anywho, moving along. Okay, so the ionization. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Released during solar flares, including X-rays and gamma rays. What's gamma rays? Gamma rays. Gamma. I gotta look that up. Gamma rays. I know it got something to do with I'm thinking like the medical field. So them X-rays and all of that be fucking our bodies up, y'all. So you guys need to learn how to take certain herbs and things like that before and after you guys are going to do an X-ray. Because matter of fact, ding, 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 I got to take my black charcoal. I wish I had 1,000 subscribers so that I can use my phone, because my computer, it's only frontwards. My camera is only frontwards. It's not backwards. So maybe I need to get a computer like that. Well, do they have a computer like that? I don't know. I don't get into all that stuff, but I only get into it when I need it. But on my phone, I can just like, and I have my little stand right there, and I can sit it on here and show you guys and things like that. But whatever, I have patience. I've been through so much, and I'm very enthusiastic. I'm the type of person, when I learn something, I'm excited. I want to, put everybody on. So I don't know why I'm like that, but I kind of think it's cool to be like that. All right, so these rays of ionizing radiation, I'm just going to say ionizing radiation. I can't damn satellites, because they are in space and are not protected by the Earth atmosphere. Yo, when I say words wrong, y'all might as well just forget about it and know that it don't even really matter. Just let it be. Look, I was like, what is ionizing radiation? But I still couldn't get it. So I just gravitated to ionization. So yeah, these words are foreign words to me also. So when you're not used to using certain terminologies and certain words and things like that, your tongue has to fixate on, let me not say that word because it might not mean what it really means. Your tongue has to adjust. So I'm learning, and my tongue will adjust. Let me stop. X-rays or gamma rays were significant energy to cause ionization in the medium through which it passed. And I didn't really understand that, but I was thinking like maybe I should do a video on that. Like I think I should do a video on this. What do you guys think? Comment below. Comment below. Or type the word in. Some. Help me help y'all help. No, how do you say it? Help me so that I can help all of us, because I need to learn too. All right, so what happens if a solar flare? Wait a minute, what happens if a CME hits Earth? I was supposed to chop this down, right, you guys? I have to find a way to download this and break it down. Okay, but moving forward, when the ejections is directed towards Earth and reaches it as an interplanetary, and I had to look that word up, y'all, because I was like, what the I mean, planet stood out to me, so it has to do with something with the planet. CMEs, ICMEs, which I don't know what that is. Somebody please comment below and let me know, what do ICMEs mean? I don't know what ICMEs. Okay, so the shock waves of traveling mass causes a geomagnetic storm that may disrupt Earth's Yeah, see, I had a problem with saying this word too, y'all. Like, oh my God, look, I gotta look. Magnetosphere. But it don't say that, but I couldn't say it. It was so weird. It's like I know it's magnetosphere, but look at the word magnet. Magnetosphere. I might be dyslexic, y'all. I don't know. I never been tested for it. But if I am dyslexic, we're geniuses, right? Right. Anyway, so magnet osphere. Magnetos. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Hey, I'm a baby. I'm learning, y'all. I don't care. And I'm not embarrassed at all. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. Wait a minute. Let me say it again. Magnetosphere. Magnetosphere. But it don't look like it should be like that. Because look, I spelled it Magneatist and sphere. But then that was to help me pronounce it. But wait a minute. I feel like it should be spelled magnet, Magnetist, sphere. Like, I don't know. I'm weird the way I look at words and stuff like that. And honestly, I read from the end and then try to put the word together. So sphere to sphere, netosphere, magnetosphere. So reading backwards sometimes help for me. But compressing, wait a minute, let me see. Compressing it on the day side and extending the night side. Magnetic tail. Magnetic tail? What is a magnetic tail? Let me write that down. What? I write that in red. My red pen. Right? Well, what is a magnetic tail? I need to know. Question. Let me double write that. Question. Let me write it over top of that because when I write, I write one color and then another color over top of it is imperative. Anywho, let me start telling my little secret. Okay, so I had to look this word up because I'm like, and for me to talk fast, you would think I would know. So magnetosphere. Magnetosphere. So if I try to I can't say it. I can't say it when I'm magnetic magnetosphere. It's just forget it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm about to call it magsphere. Like, we're not gonna play that game. Leave it me to wow. Anyway, that might be on it. They probably like, ooh, that's probably what it really is. Magsphere. Magsphere. And take out NATO. 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 Oh, let me shut up. Anyway, yo, like that. If y'all can just, that's why I can't wait to get the followers I need on this cell phone. I'm telling you, you guys, like the things that I be thinking and doing while I'm out, I would love to incorporate you guys in that to see how I function and how I move because a lot of people wondering, oh, how she's so blessed and how she manifesting and and then you get to see how I operate when I'm dealing with people and when I'm out because that's what matters, how you deal and communicate with people. Okay. And it has nothing to do with so much to do with your family because you get more respected for doing and connecting with those you don't know versus those you were raised around. Okay? That's how I feel. So, yeah. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that stuff. Please be positive. Say hello to each other because we are chosen, right? I got my little I call them fans, trolls or whatever. I call them fans. But then I have my tribe. So shout outs to the tribe. I got to think of something for the tribe. But moving along, okay? The regions are surrounding the earth or another monocle, astronomical body. What is that? In which its magnet field is the predominant effective magnetic field. Wait a minute. Uh, astronomical. Wait, I got it now. Wait, I gotta listen to that word. Like, what is that? I'm sorry, y'all. Like, astron astronomical. Okay, duh. Let me let me put this wine down. But let me take a sip. Astronomical. Okay, body in which its magnetic field is predominantly effective. Wait a minute. I want to look up what is astronomical. Did I spell that right? Let me see. Okay, at least I can spell it, y'all. Wait a minute, hold up. Oh, let me turn it up. Let me see what it says. Oh, God. Astronomical. Astronomical. Oh, I got it, you guys. Okay. Okay, relating to astronomy. Okay, so it's related to astronomy. Okay, so wouldn't that be like the horoscopes and stuff? I don't know. Let me know, you guys. I'm learning just like some of you. Because most of the people I talk to, they don't even know what the fuck going on. So we learning together. Mm, okay, so what else? Okay. So I started getting curious. Not curious, but I wanted to show certain people. I wanted to show some receipts. Because they always trying to put themselves in our category and try to compare themselves to us. And I don't think so. And by the way, speaking of races, while I'm on it, um, I think some of you motherfuckers need to check yourself because I'm starting to see some disrespect about us Native Americans, us Cherokee, and I'm not liking it. Okay, and I recommend you slow your motherfucking roll. Okay, and a lot of us Cherokees went under black. So you might want to slow your roll. And the ones that went under black is the ones that didn't want to take that check. Okay? We was the black sheeps. We were the ones who went against the grain because we wasn't with the fucking program. Our parents and our ancestors was with the program. After my great grandmother, that's when the program started. That's when we got rebellious. So we only been in rebellious, as far as me, I've been in a rebelliousness for 4 generations. Okay, my great grandmother left um her family, which her name is Cinderella, and that's where they get the Cinderella story from. Okay, you know, so yeah, that part. So if you heard it came from somewhere else, that's a motherfucking lie. My great grandmother's name is Cinderella Theodosia Hedgebeth, and she was born in 1900, I think 6. So we're not gonna play that game. Okay. We definitely not gonna play that game. And if you look up Cinderella, there's not too many of them. And then when you look them up, I guarantee their life ain't nothing like my great grandmama's was. And she did run away with a man, and he swept her off her feet and took care of her until they did whatever. I didn't hear anything about why they broke up or whatever after that, but it wasn't no happy ever after that. You know, they end up with, he ended up with somebody else, and I never seen my great grandmother with a man, but I heard that he lived in a house renting a room or whatever. So I don't know. It wasn't none of my business, and she wasn't with a lot of men anyway, so it didn't matter. But a lot of men adored her, just like they do me. I took a photo like her, surrounded around men. It was just weird. And then with my mother, I took a photo like her too, being fucked up and shit. I don't know where that photo went. I got photos floating around on these streets, yo, but they not sex. If it is, then oh well, fucking. But I doubt it. But yeah, so I mean, like, whatever. But yeah, but moving along. Let me take a hit of my bong, y'all. It took me so many years to smoke a bong. I felt like Pookie, like I'm not putting that shit in my mouth. But when I moved in Charlotte, I was forced to get a bong because I learned that when you're in a hotel and you smoke a bong, the alarm don't go off. But the moment you light some motherfucking paper and smoke that shit, it's going off. So I just was like, damn, I get higher and I feel the weed more. So what the hell? But anyway, I don't want to condone getting high. So this is what I was talking about, Khalid, his channel, because he be talking about the UVs. And I'm gonna order one. My cousin was laughing when I said I'm gonna order one. Okay. But excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna order one so that I can look at the radiation. Excuse me. Is cracker skin more sensitive to sun? We all know it is, right? But I just wanted to um put this on here and show you what they, you know, put up here. Melanin helps block out damaging UV rays up to a point. Okay. So I've been hearing a lot of spiritual people, mostly males, talking about, how, we're going to go to our natural state and this and all that. I'm being honest, and the Most High said that to me, what I'm about to say. What makes you so sure that I'm not going to destroy the entire planet and then bring you back to your natural state? So that don't mean that we're going to live too. We might have to die with them and then be reincarnated, which that's what we do because we are everything. So some of you guys might want to slow down on saying that. And the universe been telling me this for a while. I can't remember when the first time I heard it, but it's been several times I've been hearing it, and I just been ignoring it. And now I have the opportunity to say it, and it's said, and that's that. Share it. Okay? If you don't share nothing else, share that. That don't mean that we're not going to die with everybody else and then start over. Because I don't even think the Most High in the universe is going to leave one individual like that fucking book they was talking about, where, oh yeah, and then he had sex with his children and then, his daughters and all of that. Like, I just don't believe none of that bullshit. I looked at that like a strew way of them trying to justify why they touching their own fucking child in the household. Anyway, that is their book, right? Moving along. Okay. Which is why people with naturally dark skin are less likely to get sunburned. I feel some type of way about that because I'm the type, my skin is so sensitive. Even in my family, we have eczema in my family. And some of us have it real bad where it's called cirrhosis or something like that. Yeah, where skin fucking be peeling and shit. My cousins, and I remember my brother and my mother at one point looked like water spots on their skin. Like, I'm like, oh my God. So I always made sure like I took care of my skin. I get like dry skin on my face, like one spot here, like two spots on my face and like two spots on my arms. And I never paid attention to my legs, but I just know that they get ashy. But, you know, I gotta show y'all a picture of my aunt. She's she's full blood, well, she's not full blooded Cherokee. She is half Cherokee and West Indian. And I'll show you guys after this. And she's 97, okay? And she says she ain't going nowhere until at least she's 100. Yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all a picture of her. Okay, moving along. How does the sun affect cracker skin? The outer layers of the skin has cells that contain the pigment melanin. So they have pigment melanin. They don't have melanin. That's what I just got. So if that's true, I don't know. But I don't know anything about this stuff that I'm reading, and I'm just listening to the universe tell me the rest, And other than what I'm saying is what I learned, what I read, what I researched, or what I heard, and then the rest is like the universe is telling me. So it is what it is. I believe the universe versus y'all motherfuckers. Anywho, melanin protects skin from the sun's ultraviolet rays. These can burn the skin and reduce its elasticity. Elasticity. Elastic. I'm so goofy. Yo, I gotta look. I'm telling you, I gotta get on track. I can't. My tongue is not. My tongue is like. And my mother swear I'm a con artist. She like, oh, and even my cousin, she be like 74. She be like, slow down. What did you talk about? My cousin be saying it to her son. He be like, slow down. And I'm like, I don't think that I talk fast. I don't think so. I just can't fixate certain words. But in my mind, I tell you, I could say it in my mind. But when I try to look, it's just elicity. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Yo, I have to say it. Like, no, I need them to say it. I need to. No, I love laughing at myself. I don't be caring. Oh,
Elasticity.
elasticity. Look, I'm hearing it and still can't say it. That's how you know. Wait a minute, hold up.
Elasticity.
Elasticity. Elasticity.
Look, I'm hearing it and still can't say it. That's how you know. Elasticity. Elasticity.
Elasticity.
Look, I'm hearing it and still can't say it. That's how you know.
I think they saying that wrong. Elasticity. Elasticity. Why does it keep saying that over? Oh my God. Forgive me, y'all. Pray for me. But yeah, elasticity. That's crazy. So I'm like, what is that? Like I've seen this word a couple of times in my life, but I was told one thing, but I don't remember what I was told, but when I read it, it didn't resonate to what, anyway, leading to premature aging. People tan because sunlight causes the skin to produce more melanin and dark. Oh, so I thought I put the definition in. Let me see let me see. I probably a lot. There's something going on in Hollywood. I just got that intuition. The ability an object or material to resume its normal shape after being stretched or compressed. Stretchness. Aging can decrease the elasticity or the skin. Ability to change and adapt. Okay. These can burn the skin and reduce its elasticity, leading when if I get mad, I can say it, but I don't want to get mad, like maybe this will help somebody out that don't really know much, you know what I'm saying? But this is another reason why I don't like to use big words, because the big words I do use or know, they, people be like, what? I'd say a big word in front of my mother. She'd be like, what that mean? And you better know what that shit mean, because she gonna tell you what it mean, but you better know what it mean. So I find my mother to be an amazing woman, even though, we don't agree and get along. Well, I get along with her. She don't get along with me. You know what I'm saying? She don't irk me. I irk her. But that's because I look like my father. So when I irk her, all she see is him. She don't see me. She don't see me. Anything my father ever done or whatever, that's what I do. So this lady really don't see me. And I just pray that it don't take her to be on her deathbed to do that. Anyway, moving along. You guys, that was fun though, trying to say that word. Like, it's funny, like elasticity, like I can say it in my head, but if I try to say it on my tongue and I'm buck tooth, like, oh, that's not helping. If that make any sense, but yeah, I don't understand how, I don't know. I talk other languages and not fluently, but I know a couple of words here and there, and I just don't get it. But that's all right, I used to hate myself for that, but I don't. I don't anymore. I just know that I'm special. And oh, that's what I was going to say too back then. Remember the second thing I was going to say back then? I don't feel ashamed about not knowing something anymore, because, I know a lot of things that intellectual and smart people don't know. And my aunt is one of them. And she's smart as fuck. No common sense though. I'm like, fuck that. I'd rather take common sense all day. Fuck that book. It's a lie any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you proud and happy you learned what the oppressor made you learn. Like, the fuck? And now this shit a lie. Now what? You took over all that space in your brain because we can't use the other half because we wasn't trained to do so. And we've been cursed not to do so. So, what the hell? Right? So I think I'm gonna take this video, download it, and break it down to half an hour. Make it easier, but I'm not going to edit anything. So that's just that. But yeah, so as I was saying, so I know a lot of things that intellectual and smart people don't know. So do that still make you smart? No, nobody's smart. You know what you know, because that's what God wants you to know. Period. Point blank. You can't. If that's the case, then that means that Bible is trash. Burn it. Because don't the Bible say one thing? So if that person is doing this, then what? Right. So I'm just saying, I'm being real here, and I don't want to, battle and go through anything. That's why I just said it like that instead of getting in depth in it. And plus, I have forgot. But do that make you smart? No, it don't. I don't know I know some things you don't know, and you know some things I don't know. That's just that. Okay? Where the labels come from, y'all need to get it together. Because the universe not liking that either. It's a lot of things. Y'all got to deprogram. And the universe knows that it's impossible to do that. And when I say impossible, meaning because y'all not going to do it. You have your certain parties that do it, and then other half that will. And with that, it's worthless. So start over. And I've been talking to the universe, like, start all this shit over. I don't give a fuck if you gotta take me too. I'll be back. I'll be back. Unfortunately, I'll be back. So, and I might be somewhere else. I agree with Rashad for Jamal for that when he said that. Check him out too on his, YouTube channel. He be dropping some gems too, And then you guys take out what resonates to you and whatever your energy and your ancestors are telling you, and then you take the rest and you do your research and voila. Because the universe is not going to tell us all the same thing. And if you think so, something's wrong. So, what's this? I'm like, what's this? It felt like I've been on here 2 hours, y'all. But hey, I'm going to break it down. So, it's whatever. We're being educated here because we need to know what's the agenda. And also why Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. And I'm not being respectful when I said it like that. Like I said, I'm not a fan, so I'm not going to fluently, but I can relate to Philly all day. Yo, when he did that smirk and went up there and smacked that boy, I was like, when he did that smack, I said, that's some shit I would have did. Because I whoop ass smiling too. That's how us Philly people operate. We will you in with the smile, like the oppressor. You feel me? We use the tactic that they taught us. Yeah, we give you that fucking smile. So it can help you keep your guard down so that we can attack. Shit, that's what you sneak a motherfucker. You smiling. Yeah, because I'm about to do something you ain't even never thought I'd do. That's Philly all day. Not visiting from Philly. That's what we do. Because I seen that smile and I looked at her face. It was I just had to keep rewinding it. Even with the smack, I kept rewinding it. And I said, damn, that shit don't look real. It just didn't look real. It didn't look real. And then when I seen Chris' face, I felt that humility and I said, wow, that's some good ass acting. And maybe that was his initiation right there for his, how he can get an award playing a very dramatic drama role. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been that. You want that position? Then let me see on the Oscars. And him not knowing, they're in the back like, that's part of the agenda. That'll go right with the agenda. Then we could cover that shit up and it'll be all over the place. So what I need to see is a lawsuit. If I just hear that it's just an apology, then yes, it was definitely fake. But then, now that I did this video, now the ancestors give me something else to say. Yeah, they can take it to court, and that's already funds that's already there. Nobody loses behind our back. But they make us think that he's going to pay them. But that's just not so. So, hey, take it any way you want. I'm just here to entertain, and I'm just saying, never think one way. I've never been like that. And a person like me, because I'm book smart and street smart, so I had the combination of the two. That's a rarity. You're either one or the other. But to be two, that's not that common. It's out there, but it's not that common. But it will be soon, trust me, because people are going to be seeking for information. People lost and confused. And they like, just when I thought COVID was. Oh, so I definitely have to sit down and, because you already sat down and looked within yourself just a teeny bit if you didn't do it at all, you know? But then you could have been somebody like me who, wasn't affected by the pandemic as much. So maybe them people just didn't think. Even though I wasn't affected by it, I still was thinking because every day I try to be a better me. Every day I try to learn something that will benefit others just as well as myself. Anything I do is not just for me. I don't move just for me. Yeah, I work and make my money and bills for me. Yeah. But hopefully I can, use that money from what I earned and put something together and create something that'll be amazing that will benefit everyone else. So, like I said, I don't do anything just for me. Moving along. So, the magnetic field lines near sunspots often tangle, cross, and reorganize. This can cause a sudden explosion of energy called a solar flare. Solar flare releases a lot of radiation into space. If a solar flare is very intense, the radiation it releases. That don't even sound right. The way they even wrote the radiation it releases can refer with our radio. That whole sentence. Sometimes you be reading shit and you be thinking you crazy. No, y'all wording this shit trying to see. This is when motherfuckers make up shit and when they be lying because they be trying to sound so intellectual and trying to use these words and these terminologies that the shit don't make no sense. If a solar flare is very intense, the radiation it releases can interfere with our radio. I mean, that part right there just didn't sound right. But in so many words, if a solar flare is intense, the possibility of radiation can be released and transferred, even through our radio system, communication systems, you know? Yeah. Like the way they be trying to word shit. Like, I'm just saying, maybe it's just me because we all don't think right. And I know for a fact I'm chosen. So we all don't, that just didn't make sense. It just, to me, that's probably what helps me with my gift. That stood out to me like I feel like it's a lie within this. Something's not right. And then on top of here, look, you got the eye here, right here. Look at that. That little white spot. Look at my mouse. See the white spot on my left side, which might be your right. And then we have another one on my right, which will be your left. Looking like eyes. And look what they did to my screen. Now, why is it exiting? Why would it exit? I didn't exit. I didn't do that. That's why I didn't like touching the screen. Sorry, you guys. Ooh, was it the last? That was the last of the last? Oh, I was having fun educating myself. But anywho, oh, my voice. Yeah, they definitely messing with the weather. They definitely doing something. But anywho, you guys, that is what I came up with. And oh my God, this video is 2 hours. I gotta break this down at least into 2 or 3 videos. I don't know. I might just leave it like that. But in the end of the day, you guys, I feel like that was done for a reason. Because think about it. These are celebrities we're talking about. So by us talking about celebrities, it's always security around. So why didn't security come? Everybody's security guard is there. So why didn't neither party security move? Because I know one thing. Somebody come on motherfucking stage and smack me and my security there. you ain't gonna have no motherfucking job. And you're not getting paid for whatever I owe you. Because your job was to secure me. And you didn't do that. I don't care what I did. That comes with that. But people got to also understand that, you know, I heard that police came, I guess, to add on to make it sound realistic. Okay. Damn my eyes. To make it sound realistic. One thing you need to know about celebrities, they don't deal with the same police force that we do most of the time, depending on if they go out the hood or whatever. Excuse me for a second. And that's what we make some tuna casserole after this. My cousin love my cooking. Well, people love my cooking. But they have a certain task force that follow them around and things like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to follow because I'm really not into all of that and the groupie thing and worried about them celebrities. Shit, they worried about me? No. Are they trying to help me pay my mortgage and help with my business and all of that? No. So with that being said, I can care less. But anywho, I figured I would just share that with you guys because it is things being released from the universe, and these people are making us believe that this is this and that is that, and it's not. Because I couldn't believe the photo that I took. If you watch one of my previous videos, when I was at going to Applebee's, which was on top of which was under Burlington Coal Factory, and I'm looking at a whole damn portal over top of me. Like, why would it be a ring looking like a cloud, like with a fucking chemtrail going through it, rotating while it is, with a fucking entity, well, with a image of a reptilian, like a reptile or something, hanging. I mean, because it is a spiritual world. What you think they fucking body's gonna drop down here on Earth? No. So they gotta carry they military bodies out too through the clouds, and they covering all that shit up. That's what I believe. But who am I, right? So guys, just be safe out here. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. People about to be breaking in your fucking houses and all kinds of shit. And once the electricity go out, your camera means nothing. So I recommend getting board and stuff like that for your windows. Like bars. Like dead ass. So be safe. I recommend put half your money in the bank and half in cash. All right. So I'm going to go because it's like 2 hours and I am lit. My eyes, I had these little reading glasses on too long. When I keep these reading glasses on too long, my eyes start hurting. They get sensitive to the lights. To the lights. That's another reason why I wasn't getting my eyelashes done, but I'm about to get them done. So I just be taking a little break. 1 minute I, get girly, then the next minute, once I gotta do my hair, I just been lazy because I've been making that money. I have bills and I have things to do and create and try to prepare myself as much as possible. But like I said, if motherfuckers is not trying to grow things and save and contribute, then I'm telling you, leave them alone. And okay, say if you don't leave them alone, just don't let them see what you stocking up. And then when that day comes, just be like, no, I'm good. I just want to be alone. You know, whatever you need to say to get them out of your face. And the universe telling me to tell certain people that you might have to build certain things like a panic room in your home. So, talk to y'all soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And like I always say to myself every day, what is life without love and laughter? Even if you have to hug yourself, your teddy bear, or a puzzle, or both. But anyway, stay safe. Stay safe. All right. Until the next video. Oh no, I send happiness. I got a Care Bear. Send happiness.